Happy Friday. Mayor Dan Pope with a weekly update. Hope you've had a great week. We certainly have. So the budget is finished on Tuesday night with a unanimous vote. We approved the 2019-2020 budget for the city of Lubbock. I think it's responsible. I know I've spent a lot of time talking about it on previous videos. I'm just going to hit the high points. First of all, the process. It's all been done in the light of day. You watched us late July with work sessions around the budget where we spent 10 plus hours going through the details of the budget. You saw, if you watched that, there were some changes that the council wanted made, although for the most part, staff hit the mark. That makes sense because they understand what our priorities are, and this budget supports those priorities. Things like fiscal discipline, pay-as-you-go, supporting public safety, taking care of what we have, taking care of our streets, taking care of our parks. Also allowing us to fund for growth and to plan for growth. And so, I think that the ability to cash fund is something we've heard from you. We're going to buy 88 vehicles this year, 82 of them we're paying cash for. That street maintenance, the $10 million in street maintenance, all cash. We're funding over $20 million of public works projects, small public works projects with cash. If we continue to do that over time, that means we don't have to issue as much debt. It gives us more flexibility to embrace growth, and as important to take care of what we have. So feel free to go look at the data on the city website about the budget, but we're thankful that one's behind us. Also at our council meeting this week, we talked about short-term rentals and made some decisions around that. That's Airbnb, VRBO, and the like. We are going to begin to collect the local portion of the hotel occupancy tax on those properties beginning January 1 of next year. We will ask all the short-term rental operators to start registering their rentals beginning the 1st of October. That's really the sum and substance of what we're doing with that for now. We think the marketplace should take care of the rest of it. We feel like we have enough protections in place today to protect our neighborhoods. The super majority of our short-term rental operators are very conscientious to the neighborhoods that they operate in, where their homes are, and we expect that they'll be good neighbors, and if they're not, then we get a chance to deal with that. Finally, from the council meeting, we had a report from Lubbock PD on some changes in the way they're staffing and shifting and trying to make sure that we have the most officers on the, at work, on the street in those times when we have the most activity. I think it's a pretty fascinating discussion. Our police officers go to work at 9 different times during the day to make sure that we're staffing correctly. And we've used a lot of data to help drive us to that. You can watch on video on demand the work session from our meeting on Tuesday, and Chief Brewer goes through that, and we're already seeing some positive results. You'll see us continue to look at this. It's important to us. We have a property crime issue. It's something that's on the top of the stack for the council that as we try to address that. Finally, next week, the West Texas Walk of Fame ceremony is next week. It's on the 19th. It's in the evening. It's free. It's at the Civic Center. Free does not mean it's not valuable. In this case, it's something I think you should think about going to every year. We'll be inducting 4 West Texans next week for their different artistic talents. Included in that is Susan Graham, the world famous opera singer who claims Texas Tech as her home. And to get to hear Susan Graham sing a couple numbers, that alone is worth the time to come downtown to do that. But we're going to do that next week. We get to celebrate our artistic heritage with that. We'll do that for the 40th year. A shout out to Civic Lubbock Inc. for owning this process for 40 years. And it's something that we're very proud of. I appreciate your support, your good ideas, and your prayers. I look forward to talking to you next week.